Hello, dear Aries. I should say happy birthday, as this is your birthday month. I'm Jamie Dawn, your evolutionary revolutionary astrologer, and I am bringing you your April 2022 horoscope. And this is if you have your sun, moon, or rising sign in the sign of Aries. And of course, we kick off the month with a new moon, the very start of April, new moon in your sign, energizing you, setting you up for a brand new cycle, how you may approach the world, yourself, communicating what you're passionate about to others. Others will see you as this renewed spring like chicken, if you will, especially because I know a lot of you Aries have been through quite a bit of hard work and you've rolled up your sleeves and you've just been slugging away. Now it's time for you to really shine. The world is yours for the taking. You could be energized when you're helping others, rescuing them, showing up in a crisis, and you may be setting intentions where if you're single, you want a relationship and you can manifest one as a source of healing, a source of being able to feel really connected to yourself. If you're in a bonded relationship, this new moon could have some really great conversation, just keeping it light and connected and letting you to appreciate each other and maybe even sharing. I have a feeling your beloved will share with you how much they appreciate you and all of those qualities. Mars canoodles with Saturn in Aquarius on April 4th. This is considered to be a very juxtaposed kind of energy because Mars and Saturn happen to, in traditional astrology or malefics, Mars is your ruler though. Saturn traditionally rules Aquarius. Here's these heavy hitter planets, if you will, coming together into one conjunction or canoodling. And this is in your 11th house. However, Mars and Saturn also have some beautiful qualities to them because, of course, as you know, Mars likes to get things done. It's passionate. It definitely has drive and fervor. And Saturn has discipline and structure and able to put things into a tangible form. And so this is a great manifesting time. And with this in your 11th house, this is your hopes and wishes, dreams come true. Now, the downside is that free thinking may not be embraced by everybody. So you may be really driven to share your opinions, your ideas, especially with your friends or your social circle here, but it may not be embraced by it all. So you do what you do best, Aries. You get independent and you say, you know what, I'm just going to dive in headfirst and let my ideas be out there. You may feel a little restricted in trying to get some things done if you are putting it out there with your friends or your social circles. So just be aware that it can create that frustration and, of course, the anger and that kind of passion that can show up could sabotage or create conflict on this particular time. Structured processes, though, that help to create systematic change or systemic change can be embraced here. So if you're looking at things from a systemic view and you're going, something's wrong here, this is a great time for you to get that problem solving going. And you could also find yourself really attracted to eccentric or unusual people around this time. That can also spread your idea or allow you to mix things up and feel connected when you're trying to get some ideas and communication in place. Venus moves into Pisces where she's exalted. This is on April 5th, so day after Mars and Saturn. If that day was a little intense, then you might be able to feel the lightness come into Venus and Pisces because she loves love when she's in Pisces. And she has this wonderful way of being overly romantic and painting some illusions, but she also puts our focus on more spiritual matters because she's going to be in your 12th house. And when you have Venus in the 12th house, it cultivates a spiritually profound form of love and a desire to experience love on a higher level. So that may be where your attention turns. And you may do it quietly behind the scenes or that you have been thinking about it for a while. This also gives you a more mature and sophisticated expression of love. It's great if you're single and you're wanting to connect with somebody who seems more mature or has a better idea of what they want in relationship. And if you're bonded with someone, then this allows you to be able to express your love through spiritual means. It's that spiritual connection, if you will, that intuitive connection. Your dreams, intuition, spiritual mindset, that also attracts synchronicity. So please pay attention to that, because that can help you navigate situations. And it may feel like you're in a dreamy like state while Venus is in Pisces in that 12th house for you. Venusian themes like love, money, values, beauty can be a little more romanticized. So do watch out if you might overspend, or you might decide to buy something. And then when Venus moves into your sign later, you may look at this and go, oops, buyer's remorse, right? So just be aware of that. Do a reality check. You could also view life through the lens of everything is a spiritual practice. And I love that view, because it's always inviting us, life is always inviting us to grow and to expand and to evolve. And so this is an opportunity to say, you know what, even the mundane can be a spiritual practice, or, anything that I put my attention on that allows me to become more aware, more awake. Also, compassion and the capacity to care for others is expanded, strengthened, deepened. This is going to benefit you when you're trying to find resources to get things done, and also to be seen as that caring and understanding and fun-loving Aries that you are. And more than just physical acts and expressions, you're going to want to create deeper, more meaningful connections with the people in your life while Venus is transiting through the sign of Pisces here. One other thing to note, this could indicate a secret love affair. So there could be one at play. Maybe you're involved in one, or someone that you know is involved in one. So that is also possible during this time. But it can be an auspicious time to undertake spiritual studies, and a greater insight into others in order to learn and understand them better. So it's great for relationship dynamics if you're really seeking to understand. Mercury also makes a move and ingress into the sign of Taurus, so leaving your sign on April 11th and moving into slow, methodical Taurus. And this is going to be in your second house. With Mercury in the second house, there's going to be a panache for devising and finding clever ways to make money. So your attention is going to most likely be turned towards finances, towards ways in which you can bring in more resources. Communication, critical thinking abilities that can be leveraged for financial gain is really active here. And you may decide to go into business with a friend or a sibling at this time. And an increased interest in learning about ways that you can build or gather more resources. So if you're taking a class, maybe a Series 7, some of you may be in the financial world and you need to gather more learning around that, or just more skill set. Maybe you take on more training that can give you another certification, or it can give you another promotion, level up, that sort of thing. Methodical, deliberate in decision making when Mercury is in Taurus. So your decisions around your spending, around what you may buy for beautifying your home, or what makes you feel good, you may take your time, which is important. Jupiter is going, this is the big deal, because it's been a long time, since 1856, that we had a Jupiter canoodling Neptune in the sign of Pisces. So it's, like I say, this is a big deal. And this happens on April 12th. I will have a separate video in my Celestial Wisdom videos for that, as a generalized, it's not by sign, but for your sign, this is going to activate that 12th house again. And your spiritual mindedness is going to really expand here. You may have this increased desire for love and romance and compassion around this time. And it's setting up for a new cycle. So that may be something that you're really focused on, whether you're single or bonded, is that you want more love, more romance, more ability to have faith and hope in the goodness of humanity. Look at what's happening in the world, right? Your intuition and psychic themes are really emphasized here. So spend time retreating into meditation or dream state. This is also where manifesting dreams into reality can take place. But you have to be careful that you don't put on some rose-colored glasses and end up escaping the things that need to be dealt with. Consider this time also with Jupiter and Neptune here. It's like your guardian angel. You're guided to the right place at the right time. So keep following your nose, keep following that intuition, and healing on really deep levels can happen here. So if you've been a victim of trauma, or there's been some real emotional, mental wounding that's happened, this is a beautiful time to spend getting to the root of it, and also practicing forgiveness, practicing healing, allowing yourself to be open to receive, because your imagination is going to be an all-time high. Your creativity is going to be an all-time high. Anything that you can do in solitude can actually benefit you in putting it into practical use down the road. Mars, your ruler, is going to enter Pisces on April 15th. So Mars is making this move. And this is where Venus and Mars have really separated now. And so again, your 12th house is emphasized. You could feel a little repressed in expressing intense emotions, or the opposite, where every little situation could cause an overreaction because you're just expressing all these emotions and you're repressing, or you're not using and trusting your instincts. Sometimes you need to be a little bit more impulsive, and it's a little more difficult in watery sign Pisces. But creativity can fuel your dreams. It can offer more healing. So more emphasis on paying attention to your dreams. And when I say that, I don't just mean when you're sleeping, daydreaming, meditation, or giving yourself permission to talk to people that bring out that creative side. You may be driven to find really healthy outlets for your mental and emotional stresses during this time. So please do have a professional. Maybe you're in the professional business of mental health. This is a great time where you have an influx of clients coming to you that need you to read between the lines. They need you to understand and hear, and maybe reflect what isn't being said, what they're not communicating. Be careful about living in the past and allowing the past to paralyze you during this time as well. That is something else that could come up, and any work done behind the scenes is going to benefit you if you're looking at it from a financial standpoint. Now, the other big theme for April is, of course, a full moon, and this one is in your opposite sign of Libra, and this is on the 16th, affecting your 7th house. This is where relationship dynamics come to a head or a closure. You are looking at partnerships and the people in which you like to interact with on a regular basis. Are they balanced? Are they in harmony? If they're not, then it's time to set it right. Doesn't mean it necessarily ends, but it could end a cycle where the conflict comes to a peaceful resolution. Now, if you are in a tumultuous relationship, friendship or romance or business partnership, that this full moon could have you separating from them. But you can also use this time to open up fully, let others see who you truly are. Give yourself permission to go, I have nothing to lose. And if somebody doesn't like who I am, that's not on me. Then they're not the people that I need to be around. April 18th, Mercury canoodles your Uranus and sextiles Venus. This is activating your 2nd and 12th houses. So sudden news could show up about money or resources that can really benefit you. So if you were worried about your finances before, this is a time where you could see a sudden uptick. If you've been applying for a job, then you may get that news that the offer is here. And if you are worried that things just aren't working out for you the way you want to, just wait. I have a feeling some good news may be coming here for you. You could find out about a secret admirer or love affair gets exposed. Remember, I mentioned before with Venus and Pisces in that 12th house, it is possible that there's some secret love going on behind the scenes. May not be anything that you are necessarily involved in or affected by it. Like I mentioned, also, some of you may be in the mental health or emotional health business, that it could be more clients are coming to you working with those kinds of dynamics. Do note strategic relationships could show up for you, and people can come out of the woodwork to say, hey, this Aries is amazing and they deserve to have this promotion. They deserve to have the accolade. They deserve all these wonderful things. And that can benefit you, when it comes to how you feel about yourself. It contributes to your happiness. Venus will canoodle Neptune on the 27th. Again, that 12th house. So Aries, big theme for this month. Give yourself time to dream big, and dream about all the things that you value, and really look at things from that standpoint of, I have breath, therefore I have value. What am I bringing to the table? And when Venus is canoodling with Neptune, you may be attracted to even more spiritual, romantic, fantastical themes, more of that romance. And yeah, there could be some elusiveness that shows up too at this time. So don't chase after the things or the people that aren't investing in you like you are in them. End of the month, April 29th, Mercury enters Gemini. This is going to be affecting your third house. And with Mercury, it rules Gemini. You could get interested in many things. You could see your social calendar really have an uptick. And this is great for circulating, networking. It's also great for connecting with your local community, your siblings. And all of this can contribute to your happiness. You know, it's that more the merrier kind of feeling. I have a sense that with Mercury going through Gemini, and it will retrograde in May, by the way. But at the beginning, I feel as though you're going to have a lot of things on your calendar to look forward to in the month of May. New moon in Taurus right at the end of the month. So we start the month with a new moon, we end with a new moon, and it's in Taurus, and Venus is going to be canoodling Jupiter at this time. So your second and 12th houses are active. Once again, you can set more intentions, start a new cycle for manifesting new resources that can be used for sweet, quiet moments with your beloved, or they can just be moments where you give to yourself. Maybe you decide you're going to go to a retreat, or you're going to have a spiritual experience. Maybe you decide to take a trip that has a spiritual theme to it. You know, I think about when I went to Egypt, right? I went with Nine Gates Mystery School, and Egypt, of course, has so many spiritual qualities to it, all the temples and that sort of thing. And so maybe it's something along those lines. Your intuition will be expanded. So do listen to it. Again, Aries, your intuition is going to, and dreams are going to be so potent this month. Listen, as it will guide you to find new resources of inspiration that can lead to greater joy, happiness, healing. New romance for some of you may show up unexpectedly at the end of the month, and you could find yourself cocooned for a while as you get to know each other and nurture the relationship. And that's good, especially because, like I say, Mercury will retrograde in May. I'll have videos for that. But in the meantime, this gives you time to vet them out, make sure it's the right fit. And even if it's not romance, if it's a new job, you know, think of it like courting. You're getting to know the employer and the routines, or you started a business and you're trying to get your processes out there and trying to get some exposure. So it could, you know, mean a couple of different things here. But Aries, I do feel as though the month of April is going to give you so many things to celebrate besides just your solar return and your birthday. All right, I really hope that this video helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Come find me at jamiedawn.com. I look forward to connecting with you. Have such a great month.